Northwood High was exactly like every other high school. It had its jocks, its cheerleaders, and its wallflowers. Adam firmly placed himself in the last category. He wasn't particularly shy, just deeply engrossed in his own world, a world full of stars, planets, and galaxies far, far away. His nose was perpetually stuck in an astronomy book, his head always tilted towards the night sky.
I just can't help but wonder what's out there, beyond what we can see.
Then there was Emma. She was a burst of colour and energy, a walking, talking art project. Paint splattered her overalls, and her hair was usually a mess of rainbow hues from her latest artistic endeavour. She saw the world as one giant canvas, waiting to be splashed with her emotions.
Every day is a chance to create something beautiful, don't you think?
They were an unlikely pair, orbiting different social circles. Adam with his head in the clouds, both figuratively and literally, and Emma with her feet firmly planted on the ground, painting the world with her heart. Little did they know, their paths were about to collide, creating a masterpiece more magnificent than either could have imagined. Fate, disguised as Mr. Thompson, their science teacher, brought them together. He assigned a project demanding a collaborative diorama of the solar system.
Adam, Emma, I think you two will make a great team for this project. Let's see what you can create together.
Adam with his encyclopedic knowledge of celestial bodies, and Emma with her artistic flair were the obvious partners. Initial awkwardness hung heavy between them.
Hi, Emma. So, do you, know much about planets and stuff?
Not really, but I can definitely make them look amazing.
The only sounds were the frantic scribbling of pencils and the rustle of paintbrushes. As the planets began to take shape under their combined efforts, something shifted. Adam, usually lost in textbooks, found himself mesmerized by Emma's artistic process.
Wow, the way you mix those colors. It's like you're painting a real nebula.
Emma, used to working alone, found herself enjoying Adam's quiet presence. His passion for astronomy was contagious, his explanations of celestial phenomena turning her project into something more than just paint on cardboard.
You know, Adam, your love for the stars makes this project feel like we're creating a real universe.
It was a universe in a box, a shared creation that began to bridge the gap between them. Their project meetings started spilling out of the stuffy classroom and into the cool night air. Adam, a walking star chart, introduced Emma to the wonders of the night sky.
See that constellation? That's Orion, the hunter. And over there, that's Cassiopeia, the queen.
He pointed out constellations, weaving stories of ancient heroes and mythical beasts. Emma, initially overwhelmed by the sheer vastness of the cosmos, found a strange comfort in Adam's calm explanations.
It's incredible how you make the stars feel like old friends.
They would lie on the hood of his car, a beat-up old Chevy he affectionately called the Comet, whispering about distant galaxies and shooting stars. Each shared moment, a brushstroke, adding depth and vibrancy to the canvas of their friendship. Inspired by Adam's celestial tales, Emma's art took a turn. Gone were the still life paintings and landscapes. Her canvases now exploded with cosmic energy. Swirling galaxies, vibrant nebulas and glittering constellations, all born from Adam's descriptions.
Emma, your paintings, they're like windows into the universe.
Adam, usually more comfortable with equations than emotions, found himself speechless when he saw his words brought to life in Emma's art. Her paintings were more than just interpretations of his lessons. They were reflections of their shared moments, imbued with a depth of emotion that took his breath away.
I couldn't have done it without your stories, Adam. They brought my art to life.
He bought her a set of high pigment paints, the kind that mimicked the glow of distant stars. She gifted him a worn copy of Cosmos by Carl Sagan, its pages filled with her handwritten notes and sketches. Their connection, once a faint flicker, was now a blazing inferno, illuminating their world with the promise of something extraordinary. The annual school camping trip rolled around. Under the vast expanse of the night sky, their small group huddled around a crackling campfire. The air was thick with the scent of pine needles and wood smoke, the silence broken only by the crackling of the fire and the distant hoot of an owl. Adam and Emma found themselves drawn away from the boisterous group, settling on a fallen log a little distance away. The firelight cast flickering shadows on their faces, highlighting the unspoken emotions that danced between them. Adam, usually articulate when discussing the life cycle of stars, found himself tongue-tied. Emma, always quick with a witty retort, traced patterns in the dirt with a twig, her heart pounding a frantic rhythm against her ribs. The silence stretched between them, not uncomfortable, but charged with an unspoken energy. It was the kind of silence that settles between two people on the verge of something life-changing, something akin to the moment before a shooting star streaks across the sky.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Emma finally whispered, breaking the silence. She tilted her head back, her gaze lost in the tapestry of stars above.
It is.
Adam agreed, his voice barely a murmur. He hesitated for a moment, then added,
But not as beautiful as you.
The words hung in the air between them, heavy with unspoken feelings. Emma's head snapped back down, her eyes wide with surprise. She searched his face, looking for a hint of jest, a flicker of insincerity, but there was none. Only a raw, unfiltered emotion that mirrored her own. Adam, his heart pounding in his chest, took a deep breath.
Emma, I think I...
He stumbled over the words, his carefully constructed sentences dissolving into a jumble of incoherent syllables. He closed his eyes, took another deep breath, and decided to just say it.
I like you, Emma, a lot, more than just a friend.
The silence returned, this time heavier, pregnant with anticipation. Emma's mind raced. How could she respond to a confession as heartfelt as that? She had always felt a connection with Adam, a shared energy that transcended words. But to hear him voice his feelings under the vast, indifferent sky, it shifted everything.
Pauses, Adam.
She turned to look at him, his face illuminated by the flickering firelight. His eyes, usually bright with scientific curiosity, were now filled with a different kind of emotion. Vulnerability, hope, love. Emma's heart ached with a tenderness she hadn't known she possessed. She reached out, her fingers brushing his cheek, the contact sending a jolt of electricity through her.
Adam.
She whispered, her voice thick with emotion. He leaned into her touch, his gaze never leaving hers. The world around them faded away. The crackling fire, the whispering trees, the vast star-studded sky, all ceased to exist. The only thing that mattered was the space between them, a space charged with unspoken promises and the terrifying, exhilarating possibility of something real.
I like you too, Adam.
Emma finally said, the words a soft sigh that seemed to reverberate through the night air. Relief washed over Adam's features, his shoulders slumping slightly as if a great weight had been lifted. He reached for her hand, his fingers intertwining with hers. Their hands fit perfectly together, a tangible symbol of the connection they had forged over shared dreams, whispered secrets, and a mutual love for the cosmos. They sat in comfortable silence for a while, their hands clasped, their gazes locked. Words seemed superfluous, unnecessary. The language of the universe spoken through the twinkling stars and the gentle breeze rustling the leaves was enough. That night, under the watchful gaze of a million stars, two hearts beat in unison, their rhythm echoing the ancient dance of celestial bodies. Their love story, much like the universe itself, continued to expand. They went on stargazing dates, their whispered conversations punctuated by shooting stars. Emma continued to paint the cosmos, her canvases now imbued with a deeper understanding, a love story written in the language of swirling galaxies and exploding supernovas. Adam, inspired by Emma's artistic interpretations, found a new way to see the universe. It wasn't just about equations and scientific data anymore. It was about beauty, about emotion, about the awe-inspiring vastness that connected them all. They supported each other's passions, their love a constant in their ever-changing world. Adam encouraged Emma's artistic endeavors, attending every gallery opening, his heart swelling with pride at each new masterpiece. Emma, in turn, became Adam's biggest cheerleader, her unwavering belief in him fueling his dreams of becoming an astronomer. Years later, long after the awkwardness of high school had faded, Adam and Emma remained each other's constant. Their love, like the universe it was born under, was vast, ever-expanding and utterly captivating. They built a life together, a tapestry woven from shared dreams, quiet moments of intimacy, and a love that deepened with each passing year. Their story, a testament to the power of shared passions and unexpected connections, served as a reminder that sometimes the most extraordinary love stories are written in the stars. And sometimes all it takes is a shared glance towards the night sky to ignite a love that burns brighter than 1,000 suns.